hesitated before opening the Snapchat story. It was from a number I didn't recognize, and the caption was just 3 chilling words. Watch if you dare. I'm not one to back down from a challenge, so I tapped on the story and braced myself for whatever was about to unfold. The first snap was of an empty, dark room. The only light came from a flickering candle in the corner. I could make out a shadowy figure sitting in the darkness, but I couldn't quite make out who or what it was. The figure remained still as the camera panned around the room, showing close-ups of dusty books and cobweb-covered chandeliers. The second snap was even more unnerving. It was a close-up of the figure's face, illuminated by the candlelight. Its eyes were sunken and hollow, and its lips were cracked and dry. It looked like it hadn't eaten or drank anything in days. The figure slowly opened its mouth and whispered, "You shouldn't have watched." I felt a chill run down my spine as I watched the third snap. It was a shot of my own bedroom, taken from the perspective of someone standing in the corner. I could see myself lying in bed, fast asleep. The figure from the first 2 snaps was now standing at the foot of my bed, staring at me with those empty, hollow eyes. I was frozen with fear as I watched the 4th snap. It was a video of the figure slowly approaching my bed, its footsteps echoing through the room. I couldn't move or scream as it reached out a bony hand and touched my foot. The final snap was a picture of the figure standing in front of my bed, its face twisted into a grotesque smile. The caption read, "I'll be seeing you soon." I immediately closed the app and threw my phone across the room. I couldn't believe what I had just seen. I tried to tell myself it was just a sick joke, but deep down I knew it was something much more sinister. I couldn't sleep that night. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw those hollow eyes staring back at me. I was terrified that the figure would come back, that it would find a way to hurt me. Days turned into weeks, and I did my best to move on from the disturbing Snapchat story. I deleted the app and tried to forget about the whole thing, but every now and then I would still get a chill down my spine as if someone was watching me. One night, I was lying in bed when I heard a faint scratching sound coming from the wall. I sat up and listened, my heart racing. The sound grew louder and louder until it was right outside my door. I slowly got out of bed and approached the door, my hands shaking. I could feel the presence of something evil on the other side. I took a deep breath and flung open the door, expecting to see the figure from the Snapchat story. But instead I was met with an empty hallway. The scratching sound was gone and all was quiet. I let out a sigh of relief and went back to bed, telling myself it was just my imagination. But as I lay there, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. I turned on the light and looked around the room, but there was nothing there. I tried to go back to sleep, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I was not alone. Suddenly, I heard a loud bang coming from the wall. I jumped out of bed and ran to the other side of the room, my heart pounding. I could see a small hole in the wall, and something was trying to push its way through. I watched in horror as a bony hand emerged from the hole, followed by a gaunt, shadowy figure. It was the same figure from the Snapchat story, and it was now standing in my bedroom. I screamed and ran out of the room, not daring to look back. I ran down the stairs and out the front door, not stopping until I was miles away from the house. I never went back. I couldn't bear the thought of seeing that figure again, of feeling its cold, bony touch. I moved away and started a new life, but every now and then I still get a chill down my spine as if someone is watching me. I still don't know who sent me that Snapchat story or why they chose me. All I know is that it was a disturbing glimpse into a world I never wanted to be a part of, a world of darkness and evil. I will never forget that night, and I will always be haunted by the memory of that figure, staring at me with those hollow eyes.